is up, Diskarte family? Okay guys, so here we are, first ever vlog outside of the studio. Dahil ako lang, kwarto ko lang yun. I've been meaning to do a Q&A for you guys because I've been getting messages, comments, and people asking questions na minsan masyadong malalim, so I couldn't really answer through a DM or through typing on the comment section. But now I am happy to answer your questions. We are almost at 15K. And as I always say in the beginning of my videos, guys, thank you so much for all your love and support. I read all the comments, I read all the DMs. Some people DM me just to thank me. How crazy is that? It just blows my mind that people go out of their way just to either comment or send a DM and just say thank you, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I continue to give you the content that you need. Papasok ako ng isang village mamaya para pwede akong tumigil-tigil. At saka yung bibilan ko ng pagkain nandun. Papakita ko sa inyo, sobrang sarap nito, guys! And so, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, first question is from seekdiscomfort.98. Which university did you graduate from and what program did you take? I went to the Royal Pontifical Religious, I don't know what it's called, the University of Santo Tomas. A majority of what I am now is because of that school. I absolutely fell in love with the school. All my, whoa, napakaganda nung campus, guys, no? Ibang-iba na yung itsura niya ngayon, but back in the day, it was so magic. I mean, it's magical now, but it's a little bit modern because of the malls and stuff. That school was like Hogwarts for me. I might be a Harry Potter fan. Anyways, yung program na tinake ko was economics. Now, for those of you na may impress, ay kaya pala siya ganyan kasi economics tinapos niya. But guys, sa totoo lang, hindi ako nag-aaral ng college. Tsaka yung course na tinake ko, AB Economics yun. Shoutout sa mga AB dyan. What's up fellow AB people? St. Raymonders. Hindi mo yung tawag doon. Hindi ko na maalala yung tawag. Next question is, how you juggle everything in life po? By Alexa.Ize. To cut the long story short, I juggle everything in my life by writing it down. Mahilig talaga ako magsulat dati pa. And this is not a sponsored post, but I use Notion for literally my entire life. This is Notion. Guys, if you can... Actually, you know what? Mamimigay ako ng Notion subscription. I'll think about how mamaya. Notion is an organizer app, no? Para siyang pwede kang bumuo ng isang buong Wikipedia ng buhay mo. May mga charts, may mga tables, may mga scheduling templates, napakarami, and that is simply how I juggle everything in life. I guess one big tip would be if you want to really lock in on being able to manage your life properly, just be real with yourself. Don't ever overschedule yourself to a point that you are getting lost or you're getting vexed or you're getting too stressed. Stoplight, time for a new question. What's the one thing you do for everyone? Asked Morse Tupaz. What's the one thing I do for everyone? I listen literally to everyone that comes to me. I never play anyone down because I was there at a point in my life where I needed someone to listen, and almost everyone would always be there for me. But also at the same time, when I was going through that, I would also listen to other people because I wanted to pay them back. Just the way friendship works, you know? Listening can go so far, can go further than any comfort food. Listening to the people you love, or anyone for that matter, can actually heal people. What is the most memorable diskarte you did that helped you as a person? From Ali Tap Taps, my friend. What is the most memorable diskarte you did that helped you as a person? I used to work for an Australian company. I wasn't even supposed to be there. The people that were there were foreigners, and I didn't take the job because I needed the money. I took the job because I wanted to rest from my original industry, which was technology. And I took it parang as a bonus round. But when I realized that I could actually make this work for me as a job, as an actual job, I went into beast mode. I learned everything that I could or that I needed to learn to be able to sell that product. And so on that day in on itself, that day I made the most money I had ever made in one day. Actually, the money that I made in that one day was more money than I made in my first job, my second job, and my third job. It was just a good taste of victory for me. And so the reason why it's memorable is because I did that. I was actually tearing up because I was just happy that I would be able to provide to my parents, to my family. At parati ako may dinadaanan na SNR nun. And at this point, SNR was a huge deal, right? Because it was something that you wouldn't typically buy if you were a typical, it was expensive, for me at least. And at this point, parang, wow, I can go in there and buy pizza for my family and bring it back to the house. That made me really proud. I got the pizza, naglalakad ako, I was tearing, and I was like, you did well, Mendy. You did well. And so that's one diskarte that I'm really proud of. Hopefully you enjoyed that story. How will you motivate yourself when you feel down? I think this is a very important part of the vlog, is how will you motivate yourself when you feel down? Guys, I used to think the same way. Like, how do I find motivation? Where do I find motivation? Until I read this on LinkedIn, I think. Someone said, some people misunderstand the origin of motivation. Motivation typically happens after the action has been done. And then you actually realize the motivation, and the motivation then, just amplifies. And I'm not saying that you can't find motivation somewhere or generate motivation through videos, for example, or through reading. And that's how I started. I got super motivated with watching Steve Jobs speak on stage, the way he did marketing, the way he did sales. That is one way that I found motivation, is to have a mentor in the form of someone that you can either interact with or not even interact with, or just see them, find inspiration in their life and emulate what they do. And so that's how I found motivation. But the reality of life is that you can't do that all the time, right? There will come a time you'll just have a hard time finding motivation. And for me, how I've found it, I just do the work. I just do the work. And when I do the work like this, when I film, I get motivated. There are times, honestly, when I find it difficult to shoot because it takes a lot out of me. And editing it takes so much time, and minsan talaga parang hirap. But then when I start doing it, I begin to realize that, again, this is something that I love doing. I feel so motivated. I read your comments, right? And I feel the motivation, and I remember why I do this. And not just with making videos, guys. With my job, for example, and the other business projects that I do, it's difficult to find motivation in it because it's stressful. But once I do it, once I start doing something, a task for a specific project, so I think that's just the reality of the situation. Motivation can come in so many ways, and the biggest thing that can help you is understanding that it is a state of mind. It is a frame of mind. So call it what you may, manifesting, mindset, but I think you can definitely switch it on if you understand how your brain works, or how your mind works, or how you work. Bro, hope you can also share your weight loss journey on your vlog. Okay, that's a completely different vlog altogether. But my weight loss journey, from 150 pounds, I think I went to 200 pounds. Malala. There was no excuse for me to have gained that much weight. It was just so unhealthy. I would gain weight, I would lose weight, gain weight, I would lose weight. Nagbaboxing ako. And so I did that on and off. I did basketball. Nagte-tennis din ako. Ang dami ko tinry na sports, diba? Football. Lahat yung ginagawa ko nung bata ako. Pero nagka-work ako, tinigil ko na yun. Except for boxing. Minsan, in and out ako sa boxing. And again, this is a short version, but I'm excited to build a vlog on this. Diskarte sa pagiging healthy. Not to lose weight, but to be healthy. And that's really how I did it. 3 things. I took away all the things that gave me unnecessary stress. I fixed my sleep one step at a time, and then I gave myself ample nutrition, the right amount of nutrition. Losing weight is 80 to 85 to even 90% in the kitchen, for me at least. And so I tried to, again, balance the stress that I got. Fixing my sleep was a long process. Until now, I'm still working it. Guys, I'll be honest, it is only now that I am sleeping more than 7 hours a day. And how long has it taken me to do that? From 5 to 6 hours? It's taken me exactly about 4 years to do that. And also with losing weight, there's no shortcut. You do not want to do a shortcut because your body adapts really quick. I will make sure that I do a completely different video, but that's how I did it. Next question is, how old are you na po? By yun na lang yung next question natin. Hulaan nyo kung ano na ang edad ko, at if you get it right, then I will give you a Notion subscription if you want that. Or if you don't want that, I can maybe give you a book, self-development, or a business book. I don't know. But Yan yung competition natin, hulaan yung edad ko. Post it in the comment section down below. Next question is, do you have a podcast? Subscribe din ako if meron. Yes, for those of you who do not know, I do have a podcast. I've got to admit though, the quality of that podcast isn't as great as I wanted it to be, but that podcast is called Diskarte Weekly. Check us out on Spotify. The person that will run that moving forward is my friend Don Alicante. Check him out too. Grabe ngayon lang ako mag-vlog sa labas ng bahay since probably 2017. So double mask tayo para siguradong sigurado, no? Totoo kaya to? Comment down below kung totoo tong double mask na to, no? Okay, dali natin to. Okay, so fail ano. Hindi rin ako nakapag-vlog dahil nagre-renovate sila. Pero nakapag-order naman tayo, thankfully. Anyway, next question. Sorry, ang haba na pala nito. What's your story, Mark? Chriselle B, thank you so much for sending that through. Well, Chriselle, it'll take me a movie to be able to tell my story. But concisely, or in a nutshell, I come from a poor family. My mother comes from Bicol. Tapos yung part pa ng Bicol na yun, literal na outskirts na ng Bicol. Yung tipong kailangan mo maglakad ng 3 bundok bago ka makapasok. Ganun yung levels niya. Pumunta siya dito, kasama si Mamay, yung mama niya, labandera, waitress. Lumalaban siya sa mga kantahan, kalaban niya si Nora Honor. Anyway, ang haba ng storya niya, karoon siya ng banda, and eventually, naging tour guide siya, and that's how, you know, where we are today. Yung papa ko naman, taga Quezon City, batang Banawe, and yung typical na 1950s, 1960s na stowaway, yun yung papa ko. Naglaya siya, na-meet niya nanay ko, bang, together, kuya ko. Mas mahirap yung buhay nila kaysa sa akin actually, kasi pinanganak ako sa apartment na. Yung ate ko tsaka kuya ko pinanganak sa lang, parang CR na kaliit na bahay. Tapos nung pinanganak ako, after a couple of years, nag-OFW sila. Tumira kami sa Australia for close to 4 years. So yun, pagbalik namin dito galing Australia, sobrang okay ng buhay. Kaso nangyari yung 11/11 terrorist attack. Nawalan ng trabaho yung nanay ko, nawalan kami ng business, nalugi kami. Kaya kailangan kong magtrabaho agad tapos kung graduate. Pagka-graduate ko, mga 2 weeks lang may work na ako. Was in the real estate industry pero hindi ako agent, nasa accounts management ako. And I was in the real estate industry for 5 years. Umalis ako doon because quarter life crisis, why not? And pinili ko mag-technology, got into a good technology company in the form of a mobile phone company dito locally, and then got into another mobile phone company, and then eventually landed that yung kinekwento ko kaninang Australian company, and eventually left that company, and now we are here. Alam ko napaka-iksi nun, tsaka parang napakadali, but guys, ang dami kong pinagdaanan din na ups and downs. For the longest time, minsan wala akong pera pang kain. Life. But I never stopped believing in myself. I never stopped dreaming. I never stopped believing that I didn't need to be or I didn't need to compromise as much just to make money. Everything that I've done so far in my life is because I've enjoyed it, and I chose to do that. I didn't do it for the money. Ay, hindi ko pala na-mention na nagtrabaho din ako sa nightlife, entertainment, music industry. Nag-manage ako ng mga DJs, producers. I made my own event. I did that because I thought it was my passion. And again, just going back to my other video, sometimes the passion that you think may not actually be able to sustain you, and it's just the reality of the situation. And also, I found that it wasn't my passion. My real passion was business and helping other people when it comes to diskarte, when it comes to building yourself up from eating, not being able to eat kasi wala ka ng pera, and not being able to go out with your friends kasi wala ka ng pera, not being able to date kasi wala ka ng pera. And again, that's just the experience na gusto ko ibigay sa mga videos na to. And I'm rushing now kasi mauubos na yung memory card ko. And so, guys, that's it for this Q&A. Maybe I'll do another one on 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. Guys, road to 100,000! So that is the Q&A, guys. Hopefully na-enjoy nyo tong vlog format. At saka kahit pa paano bago yung environment. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please do not forget to subscribe. It helps out a whole deal. Click the like button as well because that also helps out a whole deal. But again, thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram at MendyShmendy if you have time for it. Guys, as I always say, keep learning, stay humble, and appreciate the small things. I'll see you in the next one. My name is Mendy, and this has been Diskarte with Mendy. Shaman yan o. Galaw-galaw, baka ma-stroke o. Ay, mga hindi pa nagbabayad dyan, abot-abot lang. Kabaw, ibabaw. Shaman yan o. Sakay na.